I can't believe it. This episode is actually out. I can't believe it. I didn't even bother to subscribe to her channel. Well, welcome everybody. This is a very impromptu live, but apparently 2 hours ago, Tiffany A. Hanyard, the super mayor, actually dropped this podcast episode. It's on YouTube, and I thought I didn't even watch it yet. I did not even decide to pull it up. Apparently, it was released 2 hours ago. Tiffany A. Hanier on the Move has 686 subscribers. There's only 5 comments, which is interesting. You think a lot of people will have a comment on this, but I thought, you know what? I'm gonna do a full. Let's just watch it together, and I guess we'll respond as it goes. 34 minutes. Hopefully, we'll see what she has to say. This is supposed to be her way of basically dispelling all of the rumors, right? She's here to set the record straight, separating facts from fiction. This is what she's supposed to be doing. She's supposed to give the receipts. This is supposed to be something special. So we're going to watch it together. I know it's late, but I thought, it'll be easier to watch this with some friends, with people who check out the channel. So, we almost at 50,000 subscribers. I want to say that real quick. Appreciate everyone who's been checking out the channel, watching the videos. But yeah, I thought, you know what? I was actually hanging out, finishing another podcast. Me and my good friend Pedro, we have a Pedro and Hannibal podcast. Check that out if you want to listen to beyond just this kind of scam stuff and the corrupt politicians and stuff like that. We talk about sports, talk about everything. But anyway, I just finished that and I was about to go relax for the day. But then I saw this video podcast just came out. I was like, you know what? Let me watch it. Thank you, Gig. I know you with me for a while. You were with me with the last show. So I thought, you know what? Let's watch it. How bad can it be? Maybe it will tell us all that we don't know what we're talking about, and she's going to provide the proof. So let's just put it up. We'll put it right here. So the truth speaks. Again, only 5 comments, which is very interesting. She's pretty popular, not in the best way. She already has 20 dislikes to 45 likes. So someone just dropped a like right there. So not great, but likes and dislikes doesn't really mean much anymore. But yeah, we're gonna play it. Anyone who already watched it, what do you guys think? Did you guys check it out? Is it bad? Terrible. Okay, she's supposed to be professional, but she's far from that. I agree. Anyone watched it? Let me know. Probably cringe. Yeah, the Grinch and the cringe is off the charts probably. But I appreciate everyone who's already here. Again, it's an impromptu live, but I really can't believe that her lawyers, her PR team said to release this video. I don't understand it at all. So you know what? Let's just play it, and I'll stop it along the way. Maybe I need to take a breather. Her voice is hard to listen to for a long period of time, but without any further ado, let's just watch it.
She really happy though. I miss the old Tiffany.
I liked her better with curls.
She got another exclusive coming?
She all that.
That sound like the typical Tiffany.
Another exclusive?
Uh-huh.
Typical Tiffany.
Oh my God, really? She did that?
Mm-hmm.
What?
I saw it.
How much money is she spending on the clothes and the camera and all this editing? Is that why she wanted more tax money? Was it about mental health, or is for her to be this, reality TV star? I don't know. Just like this is a cinematic intro to talk about how everyone's lying and she's the best person in the world.
On the internet, so it must be true. Really?
Y'all ready for this?
I heard she's starting a podcast.
Yeah, not cringe at all. So far, not cringe at all. Well, thanks for watching. We haven't seen anything yet.
Hey guys, this is Super Mayor Tiffany A. Hanyard, the people's mayor. So, I heard you guys were looking for me. Well, here I am, right here in the flesh. So today, I'm going to answer questions like, my friend, why you asking all them questions? So I'm going to answer questions that you may have, and I'm going to make sure I point out facts versus fiction, because that's a lot of negative narratives out there in the news. And today I'm gonna show you how and why fake news truly do exist. I'm going to show you how the news tell you what they want you to know and not tell you what you need to know, so you can have a better judgment of what you're looking at. So the first 4 episodes or so, we will talk about the mess, because I'm gonna lay it to rest. And then
Okay, the sound effects are unnecessary. They're not needed. I don't know if the person that you pay to do this just trying to add a lot of elements to make it seem that they're worth their value. The echoing and all that stuff is unnecessary. It's very cringy.
when we're done with that, we're gonna bring you and talk to you about all the great things I've done within my 3 years of being the super mayor. I came up with super mayor because, as you can see, I am a mayor. I'm the mayor of Dawson.
Yeah.
And then also I am the supervisor of Thornton Township. So it's just abbreviation of both titles, which is super for supervisor and then mayor put together. And that's why they say super mayor. And that's how I end up coming up.
Do you think we're stupid? Do you need to explain that? Yeah, we get it. We get it. All right. That's great.
With the coin super mayor. And a lot of people hate on me about it's not self-proclaimed. What do you mean? I got 2 titles, hater. Stop letting people hate on you. And as Cat Williams said, man, how y'all letting the losers tell a story? You can't tell my story. I wrote it. You can't tell what I've done. Let me tell my own story. That part. So stop listening to losers, because you got to go talk to winners so you know how to win.
Does it sound like a great leader? Does it sound like someone that you should have as your mayor or as the supervisor of your, I don't know, lemonade stand? Is this the kind of person you think is, man, this person is really doing well and will be able to help you not spend all your money and not act like a failed party promoter that has the unlimited amount of money to write, like a blank check? I mean, that's basically what she has been doing so far, spending a lot of money on unnecessary things. I mean, and then also getting mad at anyone that disagrees with her and taking their licenses away or trying to get them in trouble with the law. I mean, that's so far she's been doing that. So this is going to be a difficult 40 something minutes. I know.
You don't want to talk to a loser, because a loser can't tell you how to win. Remember, all we do is win no matter what. 25-0, baby. 25-0 on my lawsuits too. That part. You're not.
That's not true. Those lawsuits are pending. You have not won a loss. You haven't won anything. They're still in court. This woman doesn't understand the law. She doesn't understand how it works. She's not 25-0 at all. It's a made up number in her head. I don't know where she came up with that number, like at all. I don't understand.
Not a big man. Ask them, did they win one? Did you win one? Did you scratch it? Did you do anything? You didn't win nothing. Stop. But yet y'all talking. Everybody in their 24 hours worth of fame to talk mess, be negative. Like, that's not Tiffany in you. I am not a negative person. I can't.
Okay, she has no self-awareness. She acts like a cokehead. I hear that take. Stop covering this loser. Unfortunately, we're going to continue to hold her accountable. This so far, extremely cringy, extremely like she's like bragging and boasting. That doesn't sound like a really positive leader. I mean, at all. Like she's trying to taunt people.
Stay in negative energy, and I only sit in rooms and at tables with people that's just like me as relates to uplifting community, uplifting women. This history, Women History Month. Why aren't we uplifting one another? Y'all stay trying to tear me down. But God,
did you uplift the victim or the potential victim of what happened? You know what I'm talking about? In Las Vegas, allegedly. Is she a woman? Did you help her out when you said you'll take care of it? Again, allegedly.
I ain't gonna let you. So I just want you guys to know that God put you where he wants you. At the end of the day, I have been chosen and I'm ready to walk in my purpose. And that's why you see me today going against the nonsense that you see on the news. Because as Malcolm X said, the news is the most powerful outlet to basically make a guilty person look innocent and an innocent person look guilty. And that's why I'm here today, to fight back, to show you that you don't never, ever give up, because your narrative, your vision is yours and yours alone. So now I'm here to walk in my truth, and that's what I'm gonna do today. Okay, so today, the first person we're going to discuss is the U-Haul, Mr. Larry. So Mr. Larry, he claims, alleged, right? Let me use the right words, alleged, that he owns a U-Haul place in our village off of 142. Those that live in our community right off of 142 is right across from 142nd and Dante, to be exact. It's an expressway. Everybody get off that E-way doing about 90 miles an hour. And he said he got a candy store, right? Come on, really? Look at my face. Candy store. Right there off the E-way. So the kid gonna cross the street and run over? No, they don't do that. So I just want to point these.
All right, we got super chat from Squinting Cat. Appreciate it for $20 super chat. Thank you for covering us. People need to know about her nonsense. All right, so far, I don't know how long it's been, about 4 minutes. She has not said anything to break down anything. She hasn't brought any kind of, I mean, we'll see what she's going to talk about with this situation here, where he feels that he's been targeted because he stopped giving her money for her campaign. So that's his approach. And they've started to harass him often, which is this is something that people have said repeatedly, different business owners. If she does not like you, she will enforce laws that other people that she did like, those laws aren't enforced. She's extremely vindictive, according to some of these business owners, that if you don't like her and she don't like you, she's gonna give you a hard time.
Things out, show you what really truly do exist, because the world's watching, but y'all don't live in our community to really know what's really going on in our own backyard. So I'm gonna show you what they version was, and I'm gonna show you the body cam of what's really going on in my town, because we got a lot of underground clubs. Y'all know what I'm talking about. Get the little QR codes, get in the back door, and y'all open at 2 a.m. in the morning. Where they do that at? 2 a.m. to 5, 6, 7 in the morning. That's what's going on in my community. So I just want you guys to know what we are about to do, or what we're about to show you, and now you will see Truth Speaks. Here we go. Watch the video. And this is the news portion. So I'm going to let it play. And I want you to listen. And then we will go into the true body cam of what really happened that night and what's going on while you're asleep. While you're asleep, remember, Mayor Henry's always working. So this is the things we catch at night, but the news didn't show you none of this. Why is that? Let's go.
Gardner says he's also considering a lawsuit alleging the
so
village
this is Mr. Larry.
shut down his candy store.
He had a candy store, right?
Yeah.
And
So we're gonna watch what the news told.
There's no freight. I just have a couple of friends that don't have anywhere to put their belongings, so I put the stuff in here to collect a couple of dollars to pay the rent.
That clip was from the news. So let me show you what Mr. Larry been up to. Let me show you what we've been watching. So pay attention, because it's a whole sitcom. I kid you not, for about 45 minutes. But we about to show you what we've been dealing with every other night, every weekend, when we find out that they're having these underground nightclubs in our backyard. You're going to be amazed at what goes on in here. And I'm going to talk to you as it is rolling. Play the tape.
Right now. Come on in.
You the owner of the establishment?
Right here.
Okay.
So this is
How we doing, John?
Larry DeLiars.
Real quick before she shows this police cam footage and find, whatever the issue is. As much as that situation needs to be rectified, shouldn't be the first episode, hey, here's the money. Or these, they've been told that I've been spending all of the money. There's been videos, there's been people talking about how I hired my hairdresser to work, with me, hire my hairdresser for a position she's probably not qualified for because she takes care of my hair and makeup. I'm spending hundreds of thousands of dollars on Tahoes with interest going off the roof. At one point, those cars are going to get repossessed. I'm hiding the money that I've been spent. Like, there's no transparency. Where's that? Shouldn't that be the first episode? Hey, we're not really $7 million in debt. Let me show you what's really happening. Let's look at the books. Shouldn't that be the first thing? Or her doing this, again, pattern of vindictive behavior, going after single people here. Like, as this is going to change our minds on the problem. Keith Freeman, how Keith Freeman still has a position at this village. Is he going to step down? The first episode should be, hey, this Andrew Holmes situation. Do we have any information about that? You know, like, I don't understand. Like, okay, so she going to find this guy clubbing, having a illegal party?
Hey, who's the owner?
U-Haul place.
You okay? We would
And you have
be
one of our
having any type of
officers
events or parties
here
scheduled for tonight, would we?
at his location,
Private club?
and they're
You
asking him
got-
about
are you
his
licensed to operate a private club?
business license.
Throw it for your friends. Okay. What we got going on back there? Okay, you mind if I take a look? Sure. All right.
So he told him he could take a look. Now he said candy store. Did y'all see any candy anywhere? I didn't. Unless you 50 Cent in the candy shop. I don't know. What?
Oh, God, she's not funny. Has she ever made any of you laugh? Has she ever made any of you laugh with any joke that she says? Or any, like, candy shop, Jesus.
Is this? But it looks like a nightclub, guys. What does that look like to you? Y'all tell me. I don't know. You tell me what that look like. That look like a nightclub. It's about to go down. Boy, look at that. Oh, only in Dalton, right?
Mr. Larry. So we're gonna have to shut.
So
this
the officer comes back
event
up.
down. You're not
He
licensed
talks to him.
operate that type of event.
That he
Not
does
that type
not
of
have
event
a
as far as
business
club
license,
or
nor do he
parties,
have a liquor
things like
license
that.
to operate that in our community. But again, the news didn't tell you that. They talked about a candy store. Stop. Candy store on 142. Anybody that live over there off 142 in Dante? 142 in Dante. It's an expressway. When people exit, they doing about 70 to 90 miles an hour off the E-way.
Just stop
Literally.
with the sound
You're
effects.
not gonna let your kid go across the street to go to that spot for a candy store. It's just not gonna do it. No, not gonna do it. Not gonna do it. We not gonna do it. But this is what's in my backyard, guys. This is the things that you see me fighting against. So here we go. We're gonna go to part 2. That's part 1. That's part 1.
She's very excited about nothing. This is probably number 45 of the things that she should be addressing. I'm not saying this is not important, and he needs to figure out, and he needs to go and continue his lawsuit and whatever he's trying to do, because right now, so far, this is meaningless. There's more pressing matters. Like, this is not a game. Like, she's laughing and goofing off, and whoever edited it, stop with the sound effects. We don't need sound effects. We get it. You know, like, you're overdoing it. I'm not necessarily, an expert here, but the sound effects are terrible. There's nothing happening. That's why I kind of wanted to watch it with you guys, because I knew I was going to be sitting by myself, yelling at my chick about how this is boring and is not giving us any information. There's a serious situation with the way she's running things, and she's playing around, showing us this. This is the first episode of what truth? Because of this one issue, you have a business owner. You have many issues. There's many people saying, "Hey, where's my business licenses?" It looks like that again. She picks and chooses who to enforce some of these laws, and if you're on her good side, she probably lets you slide. But if you're on her bad side, it's a whole big problem. I guess what was happening with this gentleman.
Told you, get your popcorn, get your cover. I know it's raining outside, but stay with me. Here we go. This part 2. Now, it's another night, and we get a call about club
I agree.
club activity in
This
our village.
is
Once again,
not what
you
she
just
should be
saw
spending her
part
time
1.
doing.
He don't have no business license. He don't have no liquor license. All illegal, right? So he's operating an illegal underground nightclub in our town, which he have been doing for several months, let alone years. He's been told several times, but he continually does it. So officers got called to the scene, as you can see. And as you can see, as they're at the scene,
This great comment here. Reap what you sow. They pick and choose who get business licenses. I understand that. Yes, in theory, yeah, you pick or you choose by if they get the qualifications and they do everything right. But the way she acts, I think she's a liquor commissioner. She used her power to shut down or open any business that she deems to be, I guess, worthy. I think which I forgot what trustee called her, like the Queen's ransom. If you don't pay the Queen's ransom, the cops will harass you. They will go. Trust me, if this dude was giving her money for her campaign and been one of her biggest supporters, go on YouTube or go on Facebook saying, posting a bunch of nonsense about how she's a black woman and you shouldn't be going down on bothering her, shouldn't be calling the FBI on her. She will not be shutting anything that he did down. But if you do not agree with her, she will make your life miserable. So this so far has done nothing to change any perspective on her being a vindictive, angry, weird, cringy person.
Larry the liar, he's right here. What? Look at that, zoom in. So what? Look at that. What is that? Is that a gun? Oh, what you need a gun at a candy store for? I'm just saying. Choir Mavs want to know. I'm just saying. What you need a gun at a candy store?
I don't understand. You're not allowed to have guns? Is he a licensed gun owner? Is not licensed? Or what's the point? I don't know what she's talking about. Like, okay.
So as you go walk through, you see all these vehicles. Again, remember, y'all just saw the news. What the news tell y'all it was?
Party shut down. You gotta go.
They told you it's a candy store / truck stop. I don't see not one truck. Show me where a truck at. I'll wait. Truck. Where you at? Truck. Would you look at this? Cars for days. Cars. It's like a whole party going on, right? Whole nightclub. I wonder what the interest fee was. And remind you, if you don't live in our town, this is like in the cut. Like you won't even notice it. It's so hidden, this location.
Mm-hmm.
But when you got so much activity going on, or when the police is called, that's how we find out about a lot of things that goes on at night while y'all sleep. He opened these clubs up at 1, 2 o'clock in the morning and be there till 7 a.m. I'm like, what they do that at? Little did I know in Dalton. But this what we fighting against. Look, girl twerking. She got a bottle. Now look at this. You trying to enter this club scene. You see as we enter, look at all them people. But remember, again, candy store. This is a full-blown nightclub. But look at this. You got people for days, you got chairs, you got stages, you got the DJ on the ones and twos. Look at this, people.
Okay. She's really excited that she's showing us this. Who's controlling the sound effects? A Tyler. Someone that she probably paid a good amount of money, and that editor wants to really show that he or she put a lot of effort. So they just put a bunch of sound effects. Totally unnecessary. But that, I guess that's what they're going to do. Good question. I think it said who called? Who knows? But yeah, the mayor. Comment. This is a mayor. Imagine any mayor. Imagine like Eric Adams. He has tons of problems. Like he's in New York City. But imagine like all the people that's going after him, and it's someone who ran some kind of whatever bullshit speakeasy. And he spent 15, 20 minutes going through a body cam footage of a party that they're going to shut down. This is not a game. The problem with Rahania, this is all one big reality show taping. And she thinks she's the main star, and she thinks that this is important. But again, there's lives on the line here. There's people here really worried about how things are going on in his town, and this is where she spends her time doing. How long it took her to tape this nonsense? Like this is actually making. You know what? I'm glad that she's releasing these episodes. Keep releasing them. Hopefully, the FBI is watching, because this is gas. She's just passing gas right now. I thank you for coming through, hanging out with me, because I know I probably wouldn't be able to watch this alone, because it is actually as worthless than I ever thought possible.
But this is what I try not to do, is put people's stuff on blast. But
Good question. Good question.
Because you keep trying to throw me under the bus and say it's the mayor. It's the mayor. No, it's not the mayor. It's you, sir. You are having illegal clubs in our community with no business license, no liquor license. You even got illegal gambling machines. Come on, man. People.
All right, I'm sorry. I'm gonna be a little. I'm gonna do a little quick jump in. We'll watch the rest of this video. So she's like, "You guys are performing illegal parties in our community. How dare you?" Okay, now I'm a little annoyed. So I'm gonna show you this real quick. Okay, anyone familiar with this? You may not be if you're not from there or you don't have the history there. Rock Island Splash Car Wash. Do you know who used to own the Rock Island Splash Car Wash? Do you guys know who ran it? Well, the person who ran it was someone very close to the mayor. What people say is her boyfriend, even though I think recently she said she's a single mother now, but whatever. Her boyfriend, Kamal Woods, he owned this car wash. Let me show you some footage of what he was doing in that car wash at times. Let's see if I actually play. Is that play another video. That, but so what I just showed you was a party, probably illegal party, at this car wash. Now the car wash has been shut down because it wasn't, ran properly, and obviously they were selling other things too, allegedly. That looked like a. Did that look like a? That was a car wash. They're washing cars. What? Where is that? Is that a party? Is that a club? Who knows? But just want to put that out there. Now, he moved that business out there because he didn't have his stuff together. But that was just a few video pictures. But you see how she acted about, she cares about the community and illegal parties. No, she doesn't like this man and gave him a bunch of shit. That's probably what the issue is. I mean, again, allegedly, her boyfriend, allegedly, because apparently he is married. Again, I don't really care about the personal issues. The problem is she will allow other people to do some really shady shit. But if you have any issues with her, they will find anything to get you into a position of her doing this podcast, make it seem like she's in the right.
Look. She's like, look. We ain't got beans, greens, potatoes. We got a whole nightclub. Look at this.
And that car wash had more people in it.
Like a young crowd too, boy. It's fun to get it in. But this is what we've been dealing with, guys. These are the parts that is really, really sad that the news don't show you, because they have to paint a picture of the mayor's bad. And this is what I mean when I talk about the news trying to defame my name. But again, if you live here, you understand. If you live here, you know what community has been complaining about. You know what community do not want.
So true.
But people always go about it the wrong way. And then turn around and say, oh, it's her, it's not me. Stop it. Stop it, sir. Larry the liar, stop it. You caught. Poof, be gone. You caught. Stop. Know what you got going on up in here? What is this? I don't know, like a little boom boom room. What is this?
Fire your editor. Fire your. You know what? I want to say fire. You don't lose a job. He or she they're getting way too excited with the sound effects. It makes it look worse or sounds worse. Stop with please stop with the echo. This is 12 minutes into the truth. Yeah.
What do you got going on, sir? But this is not acceptable. Just not.
Unless you know,
I
with her,
ain't
then
even
it's
know
okay.
you had all this going on in the back. Yep.
Absolutely. Let's talk about Vegas.
So as you can see, residents, I wanted to show you footage of what happens
Absolutely.
when the lights go off.
She's just passing gas.
2 a.m. to 7 a.m. in your own backyard. And the minute something happened, and y'all like, well, why they got a club? Well, what's going on? That's what we saying. Look, they had to get their picture, boy. They're like, no, I want my picture. I'm not going nowhere till I get my picture. This is what happens. But today, truth speaks. And I told you, if you want the tea, get it from me. Because I got the facts.
Where's the
With
money?
the receipts. That part. Y'all weren't ready for that.
Where is the money? Like, where's the money? Where's the receipts? You said that Dalton isn't $7 million in deficit. Shouldn't you be showing that? This video of her podcast should be one boring. She sits down. She has a PC, a laptop that is able to broadcast onto the screen, and she shows the receipts. She says, no, we're not $7 million in debt. Look at this. And then she just shows receipts. That's what's supposed to be happening. Her gloating about a party she's breaking up. You see how excited she, like, look at her face. Look, she's excited. That amount of control, because she clearly is the one that probably called this out, because again, she doesn't like this guy, to shut down his party because she doesn't like him. And look how excited she is. The amount of power, control. This is the kind of personality you do not want as a leader or for a leader. This isn't it.
Was you? Nope. Y'all thought I didn't have no receipts. I always keep receipts. People can say whatever they want, but I keep them receipts though on ice.
Is this the whole episode's about? I hope this is not what the whole episode's about.
Here the gaming. Now, look at this, guys. I don't know if you know how gaming work or how villages make their money. They make money per machine. If you don't know about that, it's another tax that most municipalities and cities do. And you have to be registered so that county, state, people get their money, right? Illegal game machines. Did you see how many yet? Did you see that? News, what yet? No, news, no. Y'all didn't report that. But again, these are the things that I deal with as a mayor in Dalton. As you can see, you just saw truth versus fiction. And I think truth has spoke. You saw it with your own two eyes, and I just want you to know I'm going to keep on pushing for a better community, a vibrant, family-oriented community. That's what I represent. I grew here. Y'all flew here. I need you guys to...
She say that, but according to many people that I talked to, they don't know where you came from. You just came out of nowhere. How old is she? I think she's 40, 41. I think. Somebody get a date on age. I think she's 40, 41. And she called herself young when she was talking to Roland Martin when she pretended to be Neo Brown. And she was saying, oh, no, I was doing the Martin Lawrence thing. I'm young, right? Like, first of all, you're not young. I'm not young. You're not young. We're both old. You're old. Martin came out like 30 years ago, 1990s. So you're not young. I don't know if you think you're young. Definitely, you say act a certain level of maturity, but you know, $2 super chat for Sister Roz, appreciate it. Answer allegations against yourself, not others. That would be a great way of starting a podcast or a show. These are all the things against me about what's going on with the finances. All this other stupid shit you were talking about with the licenses and all this. Those are problems. The big problem is, where is the money? Why you stopped the ability for the trustees to see what's going on? That's the question. Why do you have Keith Freeman as your village administrator? He can't administrate anything. That's where we need to know. Your foundation. That would have been a perfect. The tooth has hold on a second. Yeah, the tooth has spoken. Your foundation that you said you don't know anything about, and you have no idea about it. I'm just a face. Address the foundation. Gosh.
Help fix and build our community for family. Not for nightclubs, underground parties, secret squirrel meetings, none of that. Family. That's what
There will be a secret squirrel meeting tomorrow, I believe. The trustees, the ones who are actually doing the work, Jason House, Belcher, Norwood, they will have one. I think it's tomorrow at 6:30. I don't know if you guys may have known. So that's be the big secret squirrel meeting that almost everyone knows about, and she won't be there. And Stan Brown is not going to be there, and Andrew Holmes will not be there. I'm surprised if Andrew Holmes actually shows up to the next regular board meeting. We'll see. Carlos Rodriguez with a $5 super chat. Appreciate you. Gaslighting. Yeah, gaslighting too. Like, I don't like these buzzwords that we have nowadays because I'm just as old. I'm old like the super mayor. But gaslighting, she does that to a T. She did that when, again, I'll be honest, we all got a little bit too excited. And we had sources and information that something was going to happen on Friday. It didn't. We got to take the L on that one. She had her one brief W, right? But this will come to pass, right? So she's extremely excited. But this, again, we'll keep watching because we got another 15 minutes of this nonsense.
I represent. I love you. So we just got done with business number 1. Now we on to business number 2, Rinky's. Rinky is a bar cafe in our village, which has turned into a nightclub. And I want people to see the facts versus fiction. And today you will see the receipts with your own 2 eyes. We're going to go through actual police reports, and we're going to talk about why residents are fed up with the bar in our community and how it has become a public nuisance. Play the tape.
This is it. This is what's going to be another. So she got one instance of a fight or argument happening at a nightclub because outside nightclubs no one ever fights, except the one that she's going to shut down because this is unacceptable. Blah blah blah. Is this it? This is nothing. She's supposed to be hitting us with the hard hitting information about why people are lying. If this is the first, usually your first episode should be your biggest. You have the most powerful, breaking, the kind of information that will change everything. If this is it, this is it, I guess. Just ice skating rink. Just yeah. I don't know how much it costs. I know I've heard some figures. Costs a great deal amount of money. Like the $20,000, the banners, the $65,000 Christmas lights, all this stuff. The Tahoes, the overtime for the police officers to follow her around. Police officers going all the way across state lines to escort her to places. How much she spent to go to DC to hang out with Biden? Who paid for that? Who paid for the Biden trip? Which wasn't based on anyone's, like the village, township. No one benefited from you go to Washington, D.C., to go out, hang out with Roland. Who paid for that? You know what I'm saying? I don't know. But this is what she wants to spend her time talking about.
Let's go.
Then you saw homegirl, like I think he hit her with a mace, and she was so much she had to take that wig off. I mean, all right, the same.
Let's go.
So I'm gonna read a couple incidents that happened in our community where police was called, and when we arrived, there were several fights. On January 7th of 2023, there was a fight in progress. After that, we got another call on May 2nd, 2023, where a group of people was arguing and became belligerent. And of course, you know how I go, another fight happened, and we had to break the fight up. After that, security had to use pepper spray to basically get rid of the crowd in the fight at that location. Security. So if security can't handle the issues at this location, what should we do as a community residents? Enough is enough. And then on
Okay, we'll stop that. I see $5 super chat from Carla Rodriguez. Appreciate you. She has no receipts to show. I don't see how her lawyer approved this nonsense. I bet he's happy for all the hours he be billing. Yeah, Delgado is making tons of money from this situation. The more chaotic and crazy it is, the more money he makes. So I think he was there at the last regular board meeting. He's smiling, laughing. It's all good. And apparently Delgado is well connected in the Illinois political arena. There's some shadiness with him as well. So this is just a group of thugs, political thugs, and they are making the most money. And again, unfortunately, Illinois just has the rep of being one of the more corrupt states politically. And this is just what we're doing here. And this is where she's excited. This is the smoking gun, that there was a bar and there's fights outside of a bar. Okay. That's really going to change things. They're going to turn things around for her politically to talk about this bar situation.
3 separate incidents where force was used because of the threat and all the people that was there. Citations was given for violations, but it was another fight. All I could tell you is, when y'all gonna see the pattern of fights, of issues?
The pattern? Did she say pattern? Should I rewind that? Should I rewind? I just want to hear it. Did she say pattern? I don't know.
Citations was given for violations, but it was another fight. All I could tell you is, when y'all gonna see the pattern of fights,
okay, I don't know,
of issues at this one location? So I'm gonna give you another incident that happened, and I'm gonna take you down the way I see it. But I'm gonna give you the facts as it relates to what happened. It was a crowd outside fighting. We got called for crowd control. Police came, showed up, broke the crowd up, but I guess they was still fighting. And you notice one thing that always happens. Every time we go there for one fight, another fight happens. But this one issue on September 29th.
This is so not important. I mean, it's just not. This is not important. Martha K with the 499 super chat. Appreciate you. She's behaving like a 13 or 14-year-old. So infantile and immature. What an embarrassment. My heart goes out to the people in Dalton. I agree. And a $5 super chat from us. Asia Save Horses super sticker. Appreciate you. Yeah, this is so not important. I am happy that I'm watching this with you guys. I probably won't watch this again. This is not what we need to hear. This is a local situation. Should be done in court between the business owners and, I guess, her administration or whatever they want to do, the police or whatever. Have them figure it out. What's supposed to happen is, if you're a true community leader, you would go and talk to them face to face to say, how about we work this together? Because you can shut the business down and 20 or so people lost their jobs. They don't know how to, they have families to take care of. How about you say, hey, listen, let's work together on making sure that this bar, this situation can be ran in a peaceful manner. What can we do? How can we help the community? Maybe you have to, certain people can't go in this club or bar. Maybe we can help with worry about the security. I mean, again, I'm not saying cops need to be security guards, but that's what community leaders do. This is a small town. This is not New York City. There's like 8 million people where, we can't necessarily try to figure out what's going to happen with every single bar. But with this bar, with this employees and the economy, you can't just keep shutting down businesses. Let's figure out what can we do to help this business owner succeed. Now, if this person can do that, then fine. But again, this should not be a YouTube video talking about you bring the receipts. Like, this is a local situation. The bigger issue is what's affecting the Dalton and the township, the amount of money you're spending. We care about that. The people care about that. That's important. I'm not saying this is not important, but this is like what someone said. I forgot who said this earlier. Distraction. This is not what the people are looking for. Trust me, at the Secret Squirrel meeting tomorrow, they're talking about real issues that's affecting a lot of people. This is just, yeah. Where is the money? $2 super chat from Nurse Petty. Appreciate you. And $10 super chat from Daz Drizzly. I gotta learn to read. Maybe me and Tiffany went to the same school sometimes because I could barely figure out how to read these names. Appreciate the $10 super chat. I believe she knew about his underground club and was paying her to look the other way. When he refused to pay, she exposed him. Love your channel. Appreciate you. That's a good take there. Because if it's like you guys said, if everything was in the cut, how you know? They knew exactly when the party was popping, what was going on. But in other places, like the damn car wash, you have how many people were, and no one shut that down. I wonder why. Again, I wonder why that wasn't shut down.
9th of 2023. It's how bad things have gotten. People was inside the bar. This is the story that we was told. Was inside the bar, and inside the bar was a security guard, as they say, off-duty security guard. You're right, but off-duty security guard. We're gonna stick to what they said. Off-duty security guard was in there, but he was drinking. So he was drinking. He got into it with a group of people, or a person, from what the story they told, and they beat the man up. This is in Dalton. They beat the security up and took his gun. Where they do that at? In Dalton, as I can see. This sounds like some made up stuff, but that actually did happen. So I normally use a little comedy just to show people that, hey guys, things happen, but this is how I saw it in my head. Play the tape.
Santa Claus, he almost tied us up back to some robbers. He pulled out a pistol and was like, "Dodo, you on crack?"
Anybody ever seen that Friday scene when Data and Craig got jacked by Santa Claus, and he said Santa Claus came in and he tried to rob him? He was. Anybody see that? That's the scene that I see when I read this statement here, because it's just like impossible. It don't make sense. It don't sound real that a off-duty security guard gets beat up and get their gun taken. So just imagine you in a club.
So think about, she's using comedy to talk about a man getting beaten and his weapon being taken away from him. This is what she finds funny. That's funny to her. A man getting beaten and his gun taken away. He's supposed to be a security guard. That's funny. That's she needs to play the Friday clip for. This is the mayor of Dalton, and this is the supervisor of the township. This is what she finds entertainment. Who would do that at? Like that's what she finds to be a source of entertainment. Really, real professional.
With your girl, and all of a sudden somebody gets beat up. That's the security. They're supposed to be protecting you. Why would you go there? Why would you feel safe? Why would you take your girl there? It don't make sense. But hey, these are the issues that we have in our community. So we have several other issues that I'm going to entertain really quickly as it relates to the public nuisance and the calls that the police department have received. And I'm going to just clear it up with this, and I'll leave it here. We had calls for several fights, because I can go on and on and on. We had people get windows broken out of. We had one fight happen, as I stated before, then another fight happened right after that. And it's just sad.
These sound effects are killing me right now.
This location, he been having so many problems. He had an ex-employee come to the location, threaten to shoot up the place. And then right after that, they had another fight with two men. Two males was fighting, and we had to come and break it up. We have to say, We're not going to stand for this. Just let me make sure I'm clear on this. Everybody that comes to our community come from another town. They don't even live here, just so you know. And if you go,
Does Andrew Holmes live in Dalton? Does he? Because I've heard he doesn't, and no one knows where he's living, but he doesn't live in Dalton. Does he live there? Can you answer that question? Just let you know, he's a trustee. He probably should be there. Does he live there? We're not gonna talk about that. Oh, well, Josh says he doesn't. Let's talk about that. Let's talk about that. Like, you know, shouldn't he be there representing the community by living there? You know, be worrying about who else is showing up. Is Andrew showing up and doing something wrong? Allegedly. You know what I'm saying? I don't know.
go look at the police reports, you'll see names, you'll see addresses, and it's from all other cities or from the city. So I just want to point that out, and everybody put a bad name on Dalton, a bad rep. But it's the company you keep. If you're entertaining a younger crowd or people that don't want to come and do right or get a little bit of liquor and then start acting a fool, that's the issues that we're having currently. But I just wanted to showcase how the police is always called to this location for fights, for issues, and we come and we help, but it's hurting our community because the community is tired. We even gave them a hearing and they didn't even show up to the hearing. So when people go and tell you guys that it's us and not them, you should ask them, what did you do? Because people can always point the finger at someone else, but never tell you the side of what they did and what the consequences was of not fixing their business. Now we on to business number 3. I am going to explain to you guys and show you truth speaks as relates to this next business, Free Indeed. It's sad how individuals go on the news and talk negative about people when they know the truth, but they won't say
the truth.
What they did. Well, let me rephrase, what they didn't do as relates to their business. So today I'm about to show you facts versus fiction, because you know the news is all fake news. They just tell you and show you things they want you to believe as it relates to a narrative, to a person that they want you not to like or believe in. So today is the...
I'll tell you right now, whoever's running her PR team should not be running a PR for anybody. Dr. Scott has been nothing but nice and gracious and a really great person. This is not the way you turn the narrative on by doing this. Even the way she's doing it. This is bad. Feds is watching, but we're all watching. This is not how it goes. Remember, she just talked about Women's Month. You see what she does, talking about another woman that's trying to help single parents, taking care of them, because it's really difficult. It's extremely, extremely hard to raise a child alone as a single parent. I have not, luckily I don't have to do that, but I understand the stress that have, and this, and Dr. Scott is trying to help, and you're doing this. This isn't smart. I'll say that. This is a pretty bad move.
Day, well, I show my truth as it relates to free and
the truth
here.
Not taking care of your business. You starts with you. Can't blame nobody but yourself. I need you to call the company that did your inspection and make it right. Go fix the building. Give them the plans and the things they need. Matter of fact, put that on the screen. Show the people what they told you you needed to do, but you never showed that on the news. You never showed that on the news because it ends and starts with you. All you had to do is...
We'll play. I just want to read John super chat. Appreciate it. $10 super chat. I'm glad I catch your live stream. Are you going to be live streaming tomorrow's meeting? I can't believe she has no plans to open another food pantry until Dr. Scott came along. Yeah, she definitely responded, especially when the story came out a couple of months ago. Then she brought that piece of trash, guy who runs the pantry, Keith Price. He's garbage too. He's garbage for many reasons. But now, because again, her image, which is really bad at this point, she still thinks it's some value. So she will try to save herself. but we'll finish the rest of this, I guess, her rebuttal on why she thinks that she's right and Dr. Scott is wrong. But we'll come around after she finishes her yapping.
Come into compliance with what they told you to do and give them the documentation of what was needed to get whatever you needed from them, which was permits, but you refused to do that. So again, reach out. My door is always open. But now let me show y'all the video of her support. Play the video.
Everybody, this is Dr. Scott with American Association of Single Parents, and I just wanted you to know that we are in support of Supervisor Tiffany Henyard. She has amazing.
This is so ridiculous. So we care because she said something nice to you before? Giggity. She's playing some 5D chess we just don't understand. I don't know what game she's playing. So she's going after, so she's going to show something that she said a long time ago. Okay. If there's problems with the building, maybe because she's not able to get the necessary permits for the repairs or upgrades. She has tried to contact you. And we've noticed, because when you don't like what you're being contacted for, you don't respond. We've noticed that. Keith Freeman doesn't respond to anybody. So you need the permits to fix the building. But it looks like you guys don't want to give her anything because it looks like Keith Freeman wants the property for something else. You're not showing anything. She could do the repairs. I mean, but if you don't have the permits to do it, how's it get done? I don't understand. And now she's gonna show some old video of her talking nice about Tiffany. Okay.
Initiatives and programs and things trying to do in the Southland.
Wow, this is really bad.
Community. And so us over at American Association of Single Parents, free and debarking and coming soon.
Because people can't change their minds about how you
We
behave.
support the initiatives of Supervisor Tiffany Henyard. We're glad to be walking alongside her
I'm sorry,
to see the community change for the better.
Thank you. Oh my God. Did you see that? So you do support me, but you told the news you don't. Which one is it? You like?
She doesn't support you now. She doesn't. Anyone with a brain would have figured that out. She doesn't support you now. Pretty obvious. $9 from Educated Empowered Lead. 999 super chat. Appreciate you. She needs to be playing that song by 2 Chainz called Feds Watching. Shaking my head. She is such a disappointment. Yeah, you know what? I think every episode I'm gonna sit down with you guys. I cannot watch this by myself. I just can't. This is too much. It's her ego. Her ego is bigger than New York City. Like the size of her ego and what she thinks of herself. I never met a person like this before. I mean, I never met her personally, but it's like fake how ridiculous this is. This is like Michael Scott with no personality, no charisma, but really angry and it's wow.
Like all the initiatives that I'm doing in the village. You love the route we're taking. You love the youth initiatives. Like, come on, ladies, stop. I told you, stop lying. Man, it's amazing the things people would do and the things people sell their souls for. Amazing. Y'all better stop. God don't like you messing with his kids. Stop. She has failed multiple inspections as relates to her location. She was told on several occasions to make sure she turned in plans as relates to her business, and she did not do that. You cannot turn in a drawing with no 3D renderings, no architectural plans as it relates to where are you gonna put the furnace? How big is the furnace? Is it gonna be in the ceiling? Is it gonna fall? All these type of things was asked of her as relates to an outside.
All right, you asked her. So and thank you, please guys. I'll put the link. I was trying to put the link in the chat, but please donate to Dr. Scott. She has $31,000 already. she needs all the help she can to hire enough legal help, because what's happening now doesn't make a whole lot of sense. They're trying to get this administration to help, to assist, and they don't want to, because they don't like her. They don't like Dr. Scott. They want Dr. Scott to give up this property. And we'll talk more about this. Hope maybe tomorrow. I'll see. Hopefully I'll have enough time to come in tomorrow to talk about, obviously, what the adulting trustees talk about. But Tiffany Hayard, and at least Tiffany Hayard for the most part, has been having a lot of properties, or at least buying, selling. Obviously, she also has been a slumlord. Again, caring about women, right? That woman with her kids, how they had mold in the home that you were helping, that you owned, but she's lying, and Dr. Scott will need all the legal help possible to get this property secured, because what she's saying now, it's gaslighting. They're not responding, because once Tiffany does not like you, you're not going to get much help from her. Simple as that.
Company that did her inspection, and we utilized the outside company because it's a big project, number one, and number two, we don't like people to always say the village did this, the village did that. No. She have not completed or improved anything in her location, and a lot of her tenants do complain about the conditions they are actually working in. Here's one video from one of the locations in the unit, and this is what y'all didn't see and what the news didn't tell you. Play the tape. So we are in a store within that location, and it's about to show you that the ceiling is leaking. You see that? The ceiling is leaking. Water is coming down on all of their products. All of their inventory is becoming destroyed. As you can see, it's coming all the way through the ceiling. Next video. The ceiling actually collapsed, almost hitting the worker. And in the video, you will see all the wet tiles below. They picked it up, cleaned it up, put it inside a garbage can. But these are the issues that we are having with the location here in Dalton. So people go on the news and tell y'all this stuff. Told you, stop believing the hype. Check your facts for yourself. Because if you check your facts, you'll be like, oh, wow, that's why. That's what happened. But no one wants to tell the truth. But today I'm telling you the truth as it relates to how individuals come into our community and not do their job, but sit here and point the finger about this and that. But really, truth be told, they're not in compliance with the village. And it's said that these businesses had to suffer due to her not taking care of her obligation.
She wants to take care of it. You won't give her the permits to fix the property. Does she think we're stupid? Really? And the reason why they don't want to, because Dr. Scott has, and I think a lot of us agree, that you and your administrator, village administrator, Keith Freeman, want it for something else. $5 super chat. Appreciate you, sister. I think this podcast is going to be her downfall. Her lack of self-awareness and jealousy is breathtaking. Why does she need to be praised so much? Yeah, perfect comment. Lack of self-awareness. She does not have any self-awareness. It's kind of like a toddler. Like it's like a child, where which is natural for a child. Everything is they're just exploring the world. It's all about them. But then as you get older and more mature, you realize that it's not all about you. And it's how you are perceived by others, how you, especially as a leader, you need to be able to handle. It's not all about you. It's about helping the community. This video so far is just her little personal issues with people. It's not talking about the money. It's not talking about what happened in Vegas. It's not talking about her foundation. Did anyone get any assistance from this foundation that she's just a face of? She called herself just a face of the build. Like, No real information has happened. It's just she's mad with 3 or 4 people, and she wanted to air out her grievances. 499 super chat from Anil, appreciate you. It's always they didn't reach out, or yeah, right. Good point. It's always call my phone, reach out. You can't be reached. So even Roland Martin, when he realized he messed up and he couldn't like Google, couldn't type her name in the Google chat to figure out everything that she was going to say, at least research and realize that she was lying. All of a sudden he decided, oh, I have more questions. He reached out to you. You reached out to Keith Fripp. You didn't answer him. This whole reach out is ridiculous. It's nonsense. And she knows it's nonsense. This again, gaslighting to a T. Nothing but silicone. Appreciate you at 999. Hannibal, it's time for you to end this now. Put her behind. I'm not a cop, and I'm not an FBI agent, but they're definitely watching. So will I watch episode 2? Unfortunately,
which is fixing the building. So I hope these videos are helpful to you, and I hope you see the truth for what it is. And I pray
someone more important. After reach out, show some love to Jason House with $20 super chat. Appreciate you. I'll be checking out your meeting tomorrow. I think it's tomorrow. I'll double check, but I think it's tomorrow. Appreciate you. I'm sure you guys watch this and then laughing and laughing. This was such a waste, and not a waste of time. I mean, we're able to hang out a little bit, talk. Hope you guys hit like. I am not re-editing this and making it into another video. This is it, because there's nothing here. And this is the perfect. Where's the money? Talk about the foundation. Talk about these situations. Nothing has been said. Let me just finish this up. Let me see if she has anything more to say.
That we all come to one common ground and fix our village and all get along for the betterment of Dalton. Because at the end of the day, the residents are the only ones that suffer when we are all battling one another. So my job is to love on each other, despite what others may think or feel.
She has no self-awareness. She just spent a half an hour not doing what she just said. Last 10 seconds. We need to stop fighting. Oh, you had personal grievances and you showed some context of why they deserve whatever you think they deserve. You didn't do any of that. Because again, I'm gonna keep saying this, a real leader would have reached out to these people personally and talked to them. Town is small enough, you could have talked to these people personally and see if you can work it out. She doesn't want to work it out with them. She wants them to go down. This is it. This is her way to go back and change the narrative. And she failed miserably. This is terrible. 999 super chat with George. Appreciate you. She's going to have 10 podcasts and not one of them will be about her spending. If she is watching Super Mayor, you're gross. Yeah, I think this was not what I assume was something special in terms of releasing information that will change minds. That's why she took a big hit yesterday with the mental health tax. Yeah, more people said no than yes. 99 super chat. It would be hilarious if it wasn't so tragic. Yeah, I think that's like some, having a sense of humor helps, because if you're just always frustrated and upset, I don't think that's necessarily healthy either. But this is just gone. She's in a different reality than the rest of us. I think even if you realize there may be some issues on both sides, to make it seem like you do nothing wrong, that's a scary proposition for someone who has this much power and resources, to think that everyone else is doing everything wrong and she's doing everything right. No self-awareness. That's dangerous to have as a leader. Is there anything more you're gonna say?
I love all y'all, despite all y'all lies y'all told on me. And I wanted to showcase that by telling you my door's always open, but it's up to you to walk through it. But if you want to stay on the other side and point fingers and tell lies and throw a rock at a glass house, don't make sense. Check your closet, clean your house, fix your mess. because I'm about to lay it all to rest. Today is the day where the people see you for the individual you are. A liar. You're a liar, lady.
Okay. Look at that angry face of hers. Actually, let me capture that. Give me a second. Let me capture that angry face of hers. Yeah, that's a good thumbnail. That person that's loving on people. That person that you find to really be, oh man, she's really, really, really there to help you, and it's not about her. Look at that anger. That's angry eyes. That's not inviting. That's not there to help you. That's there to go after you because you pissed her off. You didn't give her a donation. You said something bad to her on the media. She does not forget, and she will go after you. And that's what it is. Angry person. Yeah, but I don't know if she. I don't know. I mean, she tried to be a rapper. I mean, I have that one song that she did. I still have it. Maybe I'll play it. Maybe I'll play it tomorrow. That she had like a campaign rap song, and I'm not kidding. She actually recorded a rap song. Did the township have a meeting? No. She's been canceling meetings. It seemed like this as the last couple of months is one meeting because she cancels the second one. She needs a hug. She needs a lot. I don't know. Like, I'm not a psychiatrist. I'm not going to pretend to. She doesn't need to have power. That's if she needs something, she doesn't need to. She need to be relinquished or be removed from power. That's all I can got there. She's a legend in her own mind. Yeah, but we're gonna keep her face like that. That's definitely a good. Yes, that's a very good picture. I'll probably put something together. Talk to my thumbnail guy. She needs an exorcism. But tomorrow, I think we'll have the special board meeting, which the super mayor calls the secret squirrel meeting. We'll see what they the real trustees, what they talking about, what's on their minds. We'll see if there's any updates to what's going on with Andrew Holmes. Again, allegedly, we see what's going on there. And I tell you, that was awful. So the first thing, this real quick critique of the podcast. First, you Hainiard, Mayor Hainiard, some of those segments took too long. The person who's doing the sound effects is just drunk on the soundboard and just pressing buttons every time you said something. Stop doing that. It's distracting. The music sometimes was way too loud. It didn't make a lot of sense. And the content is crap because you're not talking about what the people want to hear. I think everyone, what we want to hear, but you're just using this as a platform to go after your little petty differences with people who you don't like. And that's not really effective communication. So I don't know who's running your PR team. They need to resign, find somebody else. The editor needs to lay off the sound effects button. It's distracting and cringy. You're not funny. You should just concentrate on telling us where the money is. Where's the receipts? So that's my critique of the podcast. I'm sure the second episode is going to be just as terrible as the first one. No, she doesn't. I think. Well, let me see. You guys can see what I'm gonna put on the big screen for you guys. She has. The comments went up. She has about 1,000 views. It's only 5 comments, so it's possible they're either deleting them. Only 5 comments, or she deleted them. I don't know. Oh, so one person here, Miss Jones, said, "No matter what you say, people will dislike you, Tiff. Keep winning. You have support in Thornton Township." That could have been just her typing herself. And this was said like that. So it's possible that she's probably taking comments down. It's possible she's deleting comments. I don't know. It was posted. It was posted it said 2 hours ago. I thought there was no way she's actually going to go through on this, because any good lawyer actually, you know what? I'll take that back. A lawyer that wants to have a client constantly in legal battles and don't really care about the client and care about only about the money that's coming out of that client will probably tell him some stupid shit like, yeah, you should continue that podcast. Put all the episodes out. Yeah, I don't even look at it. Just put it out. So he'll have more billable time to defend her nonsense. Does Delgado care about the township or Dalton or even Tiffany Hayter? Do you think he cares about that or the money that he's going to get? So, man, that, yeah. I think this is a good comment to end it. 1999 super chat from Brilliant Disguise. Appreciate you. Yeah, horrible person. She just, she went after the nicest person possible by telling her, you need to fix your building. Oh, yeah, but I'm not going to give you the permits to fix your building. Crazy. Just crazy. Yeah, I think it's possible she's deleting. But on that note, guys, thank you for hanging out with me a little late. I know it's super, super late, but I was like, I don't want to watch this alone. Everyone's sleeping in my house. I just finished hanging out with my friend Paige. I was like, you know what? I want to watch this terrible thing. And it was worse than I thought. And I appreciate you guys for coming through. Hit the like. I'll be back. I'll probably be back tomorrow. We'll talk about what's going on and some more information for you guys. But man, that was really tough to watch. So I appreciate you hanging out with me for a little bit tonight. But on that note, I'll see you guys next time. Have a good night. Peace.